The full hookup sites have 30 amp and 50 amp and 20 amp. And this is what we're dealing with. I tried to film some of the dry camping spots, $10 a night, and they all have water, so they're not too dry. But kind of see beautiful spots. It has been great staying here. Unfortunately, the wind has kicked up and I have not been able to get any of these other spots. If I walk outside and show this other side out here, kind of nestled in here. You can hear the wind. Hopefully you can still hear me. Beautiful campground. There we go. So, but it is time for me to roll out of here. There is a dump station. They don't have sewer at the sites, but they do have dump, so I'm gonna go dump. Hang on, guys. Next.
Somebody lead us to somewhere. We're stuck here and we're never gonna leave. Stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Wait a minute now. X fired up. Dave's not here again. I am here. I am here. Welcome to Happy Hour Live. Glad to have you guys here. I see you over there. Right over here. Excuse me. I don't have a cough button, so I apologize. Oh my gosh, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. That is at Laddle Park in Valley of Fire. I am getting all of my files transferred over to the new computer so that I can once again get back to editing video and trying to get everything over there. I just noticed that one is like, what a beautiful campground at Laddle Park in Valley of Fire. It's only $10 a night. Yeah, and it does cost you to get into the park at Valley of Fire, and I think it was $15. So if you're going to go in and just spend a night, it's $15 a day to be in the park. It's $10 a day to stay at the campground there. No electrical in some spots, most spots, but there are a few full hookup sites. Power and water only. They only have a dump station for the sewer, but I just love that campground. I can't wait to kind of show that and get that up there, start getting videos rolling again. I will say the computer is coming along. It's coming along. So it is, how are you guys doing out there? It is open mic night. If you want to join us, let me throw the link in the room right there. Click on that link, follow the simple instructions. It's not hard. Come on and join us. They'll put you in the green room. I'll see you in there and I'll be able to introduce you. So go ahead and click on that link and come join us. Let me go back to first in the house. I know who that was. That is Cowboy Biker Adventures. X Fired Up is in the house. Glad to have you here. Let's roll on down. Don is actually Cowboy Biker Adventures. Don, he's in the green room right now, so he's waiting patiently. Jim Bertrand is in the house. Good to see you. Missed a couple weeks there, Jim. Glad to have you back. Let's roll on down here. I know that I saw Miss Pearl. How you doing, Miss Pearl? Glad to have you here. That tells me that Mr. Bob is somewhere around there. Going to be seeing you guys soon. We'll talk about that a little bit tonight. And I think I mentioned X Fired Up. If I didn't, glad to have you here. Jennifer LaFord, glad to have you here. Hello, dear. The Cosmic Mermaid and Starman, glad to have you here. Next exit, there he is right there. There at Whaler's Rest. That is a beautiful, when I the very first intro that I did, and the drone shots looking out over the ocean, looking at that sunset out there, that was Whaler's Rest, and love that campground. That's 1,000 trails out there, and good on you guys. So, oh my gosh, Doug D is in the house. Hello, Mr. Doug. How you doing? He probably remembers. Atlado Campground was only a couple, just a couple 100 feet away from where we last met there at Valley of Fire. Mr. 6549 Harry, glad to have you here. HC Carefree Highway, glad to have you here. Oh my gosh, Ralph Hattenberg, glad to have you here. We have a lot of people in the room. You guys have been having conversation, and I am once again behind. But yeah, Mr. Don, do you want to come on and join us here? This is open mic night. Right there is right there. Yeah, Doug D says I saw you right there. Yes, you did. Absolutely. That, and later on, it wasn't that same day. Later on, I went and stayed at that campground. Beautiful campground. Love it. I will be back there again. $10 a night for it's basically non-hookup, but you still get they I think all the sites actually have water. So that is, when you're boondocking, that is the biggest one right there. So glad to have you here, Doug. Oh my gosh, Mr. Don, do you want to come on and join us? Would you can you hear me? He's got a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and add him. Hello, Mr. Don. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Dave? I need to explain to people the reason why Dave was late, because we were talking behind the scenes.
We do. So if you join the open mic nights, and when I throw that up there, you click the link, you actually we get to have a conversation before we ever go on the live. It's kind of like being in the rubber room there, in the over to the side there.
So I'll take the blame. Okay.
You get to take that. Okay. All right. So you were saying where you were at. You're up right on the Canadian border there.
Yes, I am. And unfortunately, I can't cross because I don't have the shots. But that's okay. I can film. I think I can film Peace Arch. And if nothing else, I can fly my drone over from here. So, from
is that legal? I don't even know if that's
legal.
No. I don't know if that's legal.
I can't picture it being legal.
Can you make an incursion into Canada with a drone? I
would not try. I'll just kidding. But it's that close. I mean, it's like a couple miles.
Oh, that's awesome. Have you seen Jim?
No, Jim's not in this part of the Canada. Canada's a big country.
I didn't know that. I just assumed that you could wave like over the border and he'd see you. And no, it is. I know it is. I know it is. So what are you doing up there? You guys, you actually have traveled, and you passed Mr. Bob and Miss Pearl. Next exit, you guys kind of passed along the way. Well, next thing I knew, I think Bob was down below. You were up at Seaside.
Yeah. I've traveled the Pacific coastline in my RV and filmed it all, and I mean, I wanted to see it. So my plan on going to wherever the most northwestern point is on the mainland here, and say I've been there too, because I've been to the south west.
Have you?
Point. Yeah.
Okay, the southernmost point is down there below Key West, right. And
no, southwest.
Southwest. Now, what about you? Okay, so there you go. If you haven't been to the southernmost point, which I believe you guys in the room, correct me if I'm wrong, but that I believe that is down below Key West. There's actually a place where you can take a picture. You're only 69 miles away from Cuba.
Well, you're thinking of the east. I'm talking west, south of San Diego, which is all contaminated. It's terrible. because of Mexico and their pollution.
I gotcha. Yeah. Well, now you have someplace else to go because the
Yeah.
southernmost point down below Key West. I am doing that in 2025 if I can drag my brother down there because he is retiring in 2025. And he said he's been stuck over on the West Coast. He's been working and he has to stay over on this coast. And
Okay.
yeah, but he said 2025 he's out of here, and the first thing that he wants to do is he wants to head over to the East Coast, and we are gonna tear up Florida. So
Good deal.
yeah,
I
maybe
plan
we
on
should
doing
we should get you to come with us and
well.
do that.
I plan on doing all of Florida and the East Coast someday. I mean, I thought I was going to do it this year, but I changed my mind.
Okay.
You know, I've been doing this over 2 years full time. It is tiring at times, traveling all the time,
Right.
and even though I'm sure I'll do 10 or 12,000 miles this year, I didn't feel like doing 15 to 18.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And you're gonna, I think at a certain point you just decide, you know what, I need to slow my roll a little bit and take it easy and kind of smell the flowers, so to speak, along the way. So
Well, I need to knock out California, Oregon, and Washington. Um, Boy, did I pick the wrong year to do that with fuel prices, but here I am.
yeah, I'm kind of wondering what is going to happen with that. Is this the new normal, do you think? I mean, should we just get used to $5, $6 a gallon for fuel,
Well,
$7 a gallon for fuel?
it's a good way to sell electric cars.
No, it's not.
Well, they think it is. They think it is.
They think it is. Yeah. There's I don't know. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, really. Really.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think we're just going to have to settle into this and figure out how to deal with it. Have you now, we had a live here a couple months back that I was down at Quartzsite and I showed it was 5 something a gallon, I think at that time. Now I think we're back down here in Oregon. What's it running up there in Washington? But I think we have finally dropped just below $6 a gallon. What are you seeing up there?
I'm not diesel, so gas is the average price. I think is around 5.39 at the Joe Blow's place, but I've seen it today for 4.09, and I saw it when I pulled in the park I was at a few days there in Bow, Washington, Mount Vernon RV Thousand Trails. But unfortunately, they were backed up with cars, even though there's a big enough place for me to get in. There's backed up cars when I pulled, came in, and they was backed up when I left, and there was not room for me to sit around in the parking lot waiting for a pump.
No.
But 4.09.
4.09 I would drive out of my way to get to for 4.09.
Yeah.
The last time that I threw fuel into the coach, and it was diesel, mind you, but it was 685. 685. $500 bill basically. And I still wasn't full. That was just that was as much as my debit card would let me have.
Yeah, it takes 2 or 3 cards. Because they shut you off at say 150, 200. But I got where I like to Love's Travel Centers because for gas, it's one of the few places I know I can fit, and the prices are always low for the area, and they also don't charge extra when you use a credit card. Like a lot of places, California, Oregon, and I'm not sure about Washington, they add 10 to 20 cents a gallon if you use a credit card, which is just ridiculous. How are you going to fill up an 80-gallon tank with cash? I mean, I've done it once, because I do carry cash, but you know, I don't like doing that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I carry cash, but it's meant as emergency cash. Yeah. Yeah. That did choke the cheap birds, Bob.
Yep.
That did choke the cheap birds. Whoa, Nelly, glad to have you here. Whoa, Nelly, glad to see you in the house. They can't stay, but they wanted to say hi. Ralph Hattenberg, he says diesel is 468 and 341 in Lavon, Texas. Hopefully I'm
Wow.
correct. I'm Doug D says it is 495, but he didn't say whether it's diesel or gas.
I wonder.
I
I wonder what it is on the East Coast, because my experience, the further east you go, cheaper it gets. Further
Yeah,
west you go, the higher it gets.
you're absolutely right. And for the longest time, they were enjoying $2 a gallon fuel, and I
I
know
got
because
some of that.
I paid it, and
I
that
think
that was really nice.
I think in November, I think I got $1.79.
Okay, okay,
What happened?
yeah, yeah. And when you find those deals, do you just fill up everything
Well,
you can?
everything was that price back then.
Right, right.
Over there in Panhandle, Florida, in Alabama.
Yeah, yep. I remember it. I remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the days well fondly. Seems like a millennia ago, but yeah, it was only just a couple years ago.
It was only 8 months ago.
I know. I know it. I know it. Well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what is to become of it. But those of us here on the West Coast are just, yeah, we're hating life right now. So it's just kind of the way it is.
Hate
So
politicians in a way, right?
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
hate life, hate politicians. Not hate,
Well,
but
and you know what? You just got to deal with it, right? You just
right.
it's there's
It
nothing
really
you
hasn't
we're
changed. It hasn't changed a thing I've done, and believe it or not.
yeah. It has changed me. I've had to slow my roll a little bit and really think out the trips that I want to make, where I want to do them, and how long that I stay there. And
Right.
and it does make a difference on that. So, and I'm glad to see it going down a little bit, but
Yeah.
I don't know how long it's going to be.
Well, the one good thing about the West Coast, the west part of the United States, there's 1,000 trails, so the camping is free. Kind of offset the cost of the fuel.
Right, right. Yeah, and it's and you just stay a little bit longer. I mean, you stay a little bit longer. You travel a little bit slow. Have you slowed your miles per day down? Have you?
I don't like to travel as many miles a day, but as far as slowing my travel, I guess I really haven't done it that much. There's times I just spend one night, 2 nights, 5 nights,
Right,
getting where I want to go. Be honest with you, what controls how long I stay someplace is when I can get a reservation to the direction I want to go, the distance I want to go that will work in my plan to get me
right.
where I really want to go.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it may, for me, it may mean that instead of staying there for a week or even less sometimes, I would, I'll stay for a couple, 3 weeks. And,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
I wouldn't have before, but I only have so much to work with per month. And
Yeah.
then, that's, I have to work with what I've got.
That's right. We
So,
all do.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm going to stay the longest in one area close to any time I've ever done it. I'm going to be in Bend for 6 weeks, I think it is. Bend,
Yeah,
Oregon.
yeah, 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 but hopefully, I not hopefully, I'm going to be seeing you while you're here, and
Oh yeah.
and we're going to see if we can't get you into a couple of places. You know, there is enough in Central Oregon to see. So believe it or not, even though you're going to be here for 6 weeks,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
there's plenty here.
I already have reservations for 5 of the 6 weeks, so I'm good.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
And
Um,
five, and those 5 weeks is at the same park.
yeah, nice. Uh, Yeah, we'll have to talk and see, but I have a feeling you will be at the same places. So now you have expressed it, and I appreciate it. You said earlier we've been talking a little bit. We're looking at traveling down south together.
Right.
Is that okay
Going
to
back.
say?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
going back to Area 51. I'm looking
We're
forward to it.
okay. I didn't want to put it out there. I just want but yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
No,
spill the
that's okay.
beans.
I didn't want to assume, but I'd love to take you and your Starlink out to Area 51 where we
Yeah,
boondock out there.
that's gonna be good travel with Starlink.
Yep, absolutely. Now, do you think there'll be any problems with your Starlink near Area 51 is the question.
I don't see it. Well, unless they shut down the satellites as they go over there.
Maybe they have jammers or something.
Well, they may when the satellite passes over Area 51, they may shut them down. I don't know.
I don't know.
Not shut them down, but block them. The signal.
I don't know. I don't think they do, but I know that they control the phone and internet going into the area because
Yeah,
all of that goes into the government, to their area. So they do manage to turn that off and turn that on. Basically, somebody has their finger on the switch. So if you're sitting at Rachel and all of a sudden the internet signal goes dead,
yep,
then hold on, something's going to happen.
yep.
And they kind of know it there in Rachel. So now I don't know if that affects the cellular, the only one that I know has cellular there, data anyway, is Verizon, and I don't know if that disappears during that time or not. So
I have a Verizon. I did not check.
yeah.
I think I had some. I don't think I had much though.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the bad thing about Starlink when you're doing Zoom and stuff like that, there's no buffering like you have when you stream a video, which I've never have. I've never had to wait watching a movie or something.
Right.
And anyhow, I've heard on Zoom because there may be a second or two pause between satellites.
Okay.
Even when you don't have instruction, I have no instructions here, but it will knock you out of your conference call or your Zoom call.
Oh, no
So I
kidding.
don't know what it will do with the live stream that you do. We'll find
Right.
out. We'll find
Right.
out.
Yeah, we'll find out. I am actually excited to see that. So it'll be fun to get back to Area 51, and I look forward to doing that. Now, all of our plans are written in sand. Anybody that travels and does this, we just kind of know that, that plans can kind of change as we go along, but that is one that I would look forward to doing. So I look forward to making that happen.
By the way, I'm brought to you right now by Starlink. Have I paused or anything? You have. You're frozen on my screen some.
Oh,
Have I been frozen on the screen because I'm
no,
using
you
Starlink right
have
now?
been solid. You have been
Now that I think
absolutely
about it.
solid. Yeah,
Okay, cool. Well, that answers the question.
yeah, yeah. And I've got AT&T. The AT&T is rocking right now, doing okay. So,
Okay.
Whoa Nelly says, and we talked about this a little bit. Awesome waterfalls in Oregon too, and we talked a little bit about this, Don. Silver Falls State Park. If you haven't been there, That is an amazing state park to go to. I'd have to say that's probably my number one next to Fort Stevens that you went up to there in Northwest Oregon. So those of you out there that are waterfall aficionados, those are amazing. So is it, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure that well, Nellie can tell me that Lucy is that Silver Falls State Park up there? I think that's the name of that one. What again? Another one of the stops that I had and the clips that I had on the very first intro that I had for the channel, going way back. Those waterfalls were Silver Falls there, and yeah, that is absolutely a beautiful area there.
Is
So
that Central Oregon?
it is it's over by Salem. Yeah,
Okay.
it's over by Salem.
Yeah,
So
I didn't get there. So
outside Staten, HC Carefree Highway says. So yeah, yeah,
okay.
that,
Okay.
yeah. And so if you're looking for places, I would say if you're going to Oregon that you have to go over to the coast.
Right.
The coast is spectacular.
I filmed. I guarantee you, I filmed over 1,000 miles of Highway 101. So
Yeah.
I filmed it all on GoPro and my dash cam both.
Okay.
So yeah, if anybody ever wants to know what it's like to drive 101, I thought about putting out just a special video just driving 101.
Just driving 101. Yeah. And just kind of speeding it up so that you can
Oh
kind
yeah,
of speed.
probably
Yeah.
5 or 8 times faster.
Yeah. Absolutely. 101 going up is not as bad in Oregon as it is down in California. California can be a little hairy.
I
It's
did
not
that
bad
too.
though.
I did California too.
Yep, yep,
Mhm.
absolutely. Well, Nellie says was planning on going to Silver Falls, but campground all booked up. Yeah, that is not unusual, and they have a walk there. I think there are a number of waterfalls on the hike there, depending on how far you want to hike. I think there's one trail or one loop that has about 9 on it. So it is absolutely a beautiful area. Yeah, Miss Jennifer LaForge says a must see. So yeah. So it's, you know what? I'd say when you're in Oregon, if the coast is a must, and then after that, Silver Falls. And correct me if I'm wrong out there. Put it in the comments below the video if you watch this later. If you think there's someplace better in Oregon, there are some amazing. You've got the caves, the Oregon caves. Did you go to that, Don?
No, I did not.
Okay,
You just cannot do it all.
no,
And again, I scheduled it based on distance and where I could get into parks on the time frame I needed.
right,
And unless it was there or close by, I did not,
yeah,
did not get to see it.
I don't
But
blame you.
I'm sure it's not. Hopefully, God willing, it won't be the last time I'm in this area.
Yeah, yeah, no, beautiful, beautiful country.
No
So
matter where you go, you cannot see it all. It's
no.
impossible.
I
I
think
mean,
that is
you have
part
to
of
live
the
there.
beauty. The
Yeah.
beauty of it is, and one thing that I had to get in my mind is not only can you not see it all, but you will wear yourself out trying.
Well, that's
And
what I've done.
so
I've got,
instead, take it in a little bit at a time and just remember you'll be back someday to see some more of it. So,
Dave, I bet I've got 100 or more videos filmed, not counting shorts,
yeah,
already filmed in the can that if I could, you know, just flash my magic wand and make them all edited, I could have them out tomorrow.
right, right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I too, I have those videos and I have to figure out how I make that happen. You know, I'm going to have to come up with some sort of, you know, archive video, maybe, so, you know, I don't know, a cartoon character or something, or maybe they bring the birds back and,
Yeah.
and, you know, have them bring out some footage. So I'll play around with that idea, but I've got a lot too. At the time, there was so much going on that I just wanted to show the next thing and the next thing. But you
Right.
look back on it and it's like, I've got all this great footage from
Yeah.
this and this and
Spend
this.
money getting it too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
like I'm wearing my Yellowstone shirt. Um,
Nice.
I'm right now editing the last Yellowstone video, which will be actually Oh Faithful in it. I'm working on it right now, but it won't be scheduled to be out to around the, I don't know, 10th or 17th of August. So,
Okay. Okay.
and
So,
I filmed that I think September 3rd of last year.
oh, nice. Well, I've got one. It is the filming location for Tombstone,
Oh,
Mezcal,
cool.
Arizona. And even the caretaker that took us on the tour around that has since died.
Oh, wow.
And I have footage of him taking us around and showing this. I remember when I first filmed that, I was so new to editing that I was actually intimidated, and I thought, I can't do this justice. I can't pull this off.
Right.
I
Well,
still,
I have that problem all the time, but I still do
yeah,
it.
yeah, and I still have all of that footage, and so I'm gonna do a at some point, when I feel that I can pull that off, um, and do it justice. That'll be a memorial to the gentleman that took us around and took us on that tour. So I look forward to doing that in the not too distant future, making that happen. So, but that'll be a fun one. They've filmed Mezcal, Arizona. If you haven't seen it, it's up above the actual Tombstone, north and a little bit east. Excuse me, a little bit west of on I-10, and that is a famous filming site. The Quick and the Dead was filmed out there. They have filmed over 50 movies, and when they're not filming and not using it, they allow tours,
Oh,
and they're inexpensive. They're about $10,
hmm,
and you can go and actually tour it's like an old cowboy town.
cool.
So, and you get kind of some of the ins and outs and secrets of filming that are pretty amazing as you're going around there and looking at it all. So, if you get down that way, I absolutely you should go and check that out.
Yeah, that sounds like a neat thing to do.
Yeah. Have you been to Tombstone now?
I have not.
No, you haven't.
All the
Okay.
times I've all the times I've been through Arizona, I've never done I-10 that section.
Really? Okay. There you go.
I always head up through and cut over through from Lordsburg, New Mexico, and cut northwest to Mesa.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Now there is a Superior, Arizona out there. That's a mini $1 million highway going through that canyon. It is. It's not as long as the $1 million highway, but it's a nice little drop off.
No kidding. No kidding.
It's
We're gonna have
beautiful.
to share. I'd love to know where that is
Yeah.
and the best time to hit
Uh,
it up.
Superior. I'm sure it's Superior, Arizona, and between Superior and one other town.
Okay.
But yeah,
Nice. Nice. Well, we haven't talked about traveling down and heading down, so we'll get together at a certain point, and we'll have to share what direction you want to take on down there. I have a couple of suggestions, but I don't know what you want to see on the way down to Area 51. But we'll have to kind of devise a plan and see what we can come
okay.
up with, but. I don't know how much you've done in California, but I know that the Sierra Nevada is 395 going across through right across the Sierra Nevadas. There is absolutely stunning, and I wouldn't be opposed to taking that trip across.
Well, I've covered the west part of Sierra Nevada, the eastern Sierras. I have not touched at all.
Right,
I
right.
guess weather would play a part of that. Plus, again, I would like to go to Area 51, so I don't want to divert us off of that.
Yeah. Well, there is a ghost town up there. I'm just saying. And
Oh,
I
really?
might be able to entice you into that.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
and if you Google top 10 ghost towns in the world, this one
Yeah,
comes up as number one. All right,
really?
and that is Bodie, California. And
Okay,
I haven't seen it in years, and
okay.
would love to get you up there. So maybe we could make that happen. So.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But again, you're going across the Sierra Nevadas. It is going to be October, so we'll have to talk about that one and see if we want to try. If we want to try and we can make that
Yeah.
happen, that would
I'm
be
not
that
in the
would be
snow. Not in the
right.
snow.
I have a no snowflake policy. You
Yeah,
know me,
and
Don.
I
So
like that. And that's a good policy for any RVer.
right, right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what have
I
you
have
got come? Oh, go ahead.
I have a heated fresh water hose, still new in the box, and I plan on keeping it there.
I threw mine away.
I spent almost $100 on this, and it's still in the box. I want to
I
throw it
would have
away.
given it to you. I would have given it to you.
I hope I never need it.
I knew I wasn't going to need it. So it's like, no, this is going to happen. So, Cosmic Mermaid and Starman, they say, absolutely. Dawn, you have to go and see Tombstone.
Okay,
And
okay.
yeah, haunted bar tours. Now, oh, Bisbee is another one I would love to see.
Do they serve alcohol at these haunted bars?
So it is the Birdcage Theater, I believe is where they're talking about, and it is not actually a working bar anymore, but it is the most original building in Tombstone that is about the exactly the way it was back in the
I think I've
1880s.
seen a video on that from Tom and Lori.
Yep, and it is a fascinating building, and yes, they do ghost tours. And so, if you're the daring sort,
Well,
it might
haunted
be worth
bar
it.
haunted bar tour sounds like I'd meet some women I met in bars over the years. But that's okay.
No, different, Don. It's different. It's different. Uh, but no, they've got the Crystal Palace, they've got the Oriental, they've got the other bars there. It is, and yes, you can get drinks there, and it is a wonderful little place to go through. They do a little skit, and they do some gunfights in the streets during the day, each day, and it is. I've been there a couple times. I enjoy going there, and of course, they have Boot Hill. So
Right.
that is the cemetery that you can go over and see all those quirky tombstones that we have grown up seeing at Halloween and things like that. Well, they actually exist there.
Cool.
Yeah. So and they mentioned Bisbee, and I have not been to Bisbee. I have not been to Bisbee. So yeah, there it is right there. And they no, right there. Bisbee. So, oh, RV Living Life. I do want to see Bisbee. So thanks there, Cosmic Mermaid and Sarma. Glad to have you put that in there. RV Living Life. Gary is on the road tonight.
Well, that's unusual.
Yeah, what is Gary is traveling? Where are you guys going?
Now. Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to be parked by. I travel between 10 and 2. So
I was just gonna say, it is we're 40 minutes after the hour, 42 minutes after the hour, and Mr. Gary, what are you doing still driving? I don't, he's the stubborn type, so that's just the way Gary is.
I don't like driving at night.
I'm sorry, Miss Carol. If you can see, I'm sorry. Just make him stop.
Well, she can come on live while he drives.
She could, yeah. That would be that. Would there's nothing wrong with that. We can make that happen.
They obviously have a signal.
And obviously, Gary needs RV Living Life needs some discipline as far as driving days. So we're just gonna say, Gary,
she could turn the phone on him. We could watch him drive.
Whoa, a Carol cam.
There you go.
We could have a Carol cam. We could do it. Come join us. I'm gonna throw the link in there just in case she's looking for the link.
Yeah.
If you want to come join us, Miss Carol, and you want to bust Gary, go ahead. Let's see what you're doing there. I'm going to throw it out there. Click on that link right there. It'll put you in the green room, and I'll see you. So, I have something in the works. Don, I have something in the works.
Yeah.
I am.
Tell us about it. You're just going to
well, you know what it is. I've talked to you. I've actually asked advice from you, but
I'm the wrong person to ask advice for.
Yeah, we're going to be filming it though, and can I just we're changing the power system on the coach.
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing what I said that I would never do. And it's Bob's fault.
Yeah.
So
by the way, Dave, I've been thinking about that. When your built-in generator goes awry, you need to just buy you an aftermarket, pull that sucker out, buy you a 5,000 watt for $1,000 and throw it in there and run it.
Yeah. You're not wrong. And Don, I think you've been doing that. You have a little generator that you're not afraid to burn up. You just go ahead and run that bad boy whenever you need power.
I have not used it since I had solar.
Yeah.
And the sad truth is, don't ever buy the 2,000, get the 2,200 watt. So I bought another 2,000 because you couldn't buy a 2,200 watt, and I bought the junction box, put them together. It's still new in the box, the other one. I have not even opened the box. I
may have a buyer for that if you want to sell it. I'm gonna direct you to Miss Jennifer LaFord. She was actually asking me questions about that, and she has a fifth wheel. She's looking at getting a small generator to have with her fifth wheel. Don, you could probably be
she would need both in time together, and I got the junction box.
Right. Depending on what you want to run, right?
Well, 2,000 watts, which is a 1,700 watts continuous use, won't run hardly anything. It won't even run my Keurig coffee maker.
Okay.
That's the problem.
So, okay. And charge your batteries, obviously.
Well, I have not tried it since I've got solar. And I've learned with solar, if my batteries are afloat, no problem. Otherwise, if my batteries are not in float mode, it takes all the energy. My batteries take all the energy first.
Right. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what we have in the room here real quick, but I'm going to throw it out there. Mr. Bob asked if I'm going to put on pants finally. Bob, that's not a guarantee. It's
Bob,
not a
your comment should be, Dave, don't stand up.
right. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, the Gary cam is on. Can I get, oh,
Yeah,
we are going live with the Gary cam.
cool. Oh, cool.
Oh
That's
my
what I
gosh,
wanted.
Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Hey guys,
How
can
are
you
you
hear me?
doing, Gary?
I'm doing great.
We can hear you.
You need to park that sucker.
We are about 15 minutes from stopping.
Okay.
So what we were
Okay.
doing is
I was going to ask why.
we were in a campsite and we were going to leave early in the morning, but the place
Yeah.
is so full that we decided to just head out now and go to the Walmart, and then that way we can leave early in the morning easy.
Oh, okay.
Well, take that light off it. But Miss Carol, I am glad that you guys don't blind Gary because he's driving at night later than he should be. And
Yeah.
Gary, you were supposed to stop hours ago.
Bro, I just started 15 minutes ago.
Oh,
What does he have it backwards?
right. Oh my gosh. Well,
Wow.
I'm going to thank Miss Carol because I know she is in the background. And Gary, you're busted.
No, she's not. Miss
Oh,
Carol's
she's
not with me.
Oh
That's
my
daughter
gosh,
holding
are
the
you?
phone.
You're doing this all by yourself?
Point the phone at you.
Oh my
Hello.
gosh. Oh, hi. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hi.
Good. Introduce yourself, please, so everybody knows who you are.
My name is Christina. I'm Gary's daughter.
Thank you for being the Christina Cam. We appreciate that.
No problem.
Cool.
Nice to meet you.
I want to tell you, you're doing so much better than Gary.
Thank you. I know. Much better than him.
He's just jealous.
Well, Gary, I don't like you running with those lights right there because can you see all right? I mean, I know you are getting old.
Well, I'm from here, so I'm just going by memory.
Muscle memory.
It's not bumper bowling, okay?
Gary, where are you on your way? Do you care to share where are you on your way to, and where have you kidnapped your daughter and taking her?
We were at Fairbank Provincial Park, that wonderful campsite which I showed you, and we left there, and now we're headed to the Walmart in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, and we're going to overnight in the Walmart, and then we're going to leave really early in the morning, and we're going to head back down to Bronte Park, our home base.
Oh, that is awesome.
And my son
Gary,
is behind us right now in my Jeep.
Oh, Gary, what time is it there?
It's happy hour.
No happy hour while you're driving.
Yeah.
Miss Jennifer, tell him no happy hour while he's driving.
Yeah. It's 10 to 10.
My gosh.
Oh my gosh. Gary, we have so much work to do with you. Okay, I don't mind you being on, but can you see okay?
Oh, I could see fine.
Okay.
I'm just getting off at the exit to go to the Walmart now.
Okay, good.
So my son is behind us in the Jeep because we wanted to get out of that park as quick as possible, and we didn't want to have any delays. When we get to Walmart, we're going to hook up the Jeep, and then we'll all be together again.
Okay, fantastic. You wanted to get out as quick as possible, and 10 o'clock seemed to be the quickest as possible you could do?
Well, we were at my relatives. I've been visiting my relatives for weeks here, and I've been visiting them every second day. And we had planned on leaving tomorrow, but I didn't want to leave my mom's house too early. So
okay,
we got back to the campsite at 8, and we were out of there pretty quick.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. All right, you're forgiven now. We're still going to work with you though. When you get down to courtside this year, for Miss Carol's sake, we're going to work with you here.
He's not coming. He's not coming to courtside.
We're not going to courtside this year, Dave. You got to come to Florida.
Oh, that's 2025. Are you still going to be there?
No, 2025 I'll be. Oh, I don't know yet. 2024 will be at courtside. Probably 2025 I'll be in Florida again.
You know, Gary, that's one thing I've never done. Overnighted at a Walmart.
Oh, is that right? I didn't know that, Don.
I got a story.
Yeah.
This Walmart we went to, and it has signs all over, no overnight parking, and I never had them before. So I was wondering if we should stay there or not, because, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I decided, well, I'll just stay a little while and I'll leave. Well, after I was there for about half an hour, another rig showed up and he was wondering if he could stay. And then another guy showed up. So we went inside and we decided to ask them. And they said, oh, yeah, you could stay up to 24 hours, no problem. And I said, well, why do you have those signs out there? And they said, well, people were trying to live here.
Oh, gotcha.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're going to the same Walmart right now. There was 14 RVs there. And I could see right now, probably, I don't know, what is there, half a dozen or so down there right now?
Yeah.
See them down there?
Yeah. 6 or 7 maybe.
Yeah, there are a bunch of little Class C's and vans and that. So we're going to go in there and show off.
I gotcha. Now, Gary, I want to let you know, Bob says nice hat that you're wearing there. Let me see if I can take that down so we can see which hat you're wearing.
Next second. He's about worn out. Mine still looks pretty good.
Well, I saw Tom and Lori's video the other day, and he had his Next Exit hat on.
Yep.
And it looked brand new. Yep. So I washed mine a bit because mine was getting pretty bad. But it's still not new.
It can't look new. You gotta work it in. You gotta work it in. Let me see here. Let's see if I can get caught up on comments there. HC Carefree Highway says Harbor Freight generators get the extended warranty in exchange for a new one every 2 years. Let's see if we can. Is that a good idea, guys? I don't know. I've heard some good things about the Harbor Freight generators.
Yep.
Nobody knows. Nobody has the Harbor Freight generators, huh?
That sounds like a plan, though. I've seen plenty out on the road, though.
Right.
Just don't get the open frame one.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to do the battery changeover, and I have to get off of my generator. I think I take the cake for how many hours you can have on a generator. I'm already up at 6,000.
Here, point the camera. Here, give me the phone for a second.
There you go.
Here, look at all the RVs here. Can you see them?
About 90 on mine.
Oh yeah, you do have a few people there.
There's
not
1,
bad.
2, 3, 4, 5. How many back there? Another half a dozen back there.
Nice.
So we're in a parking lot where you're not allowed to do this, but you are, just as long as you don't try to live here.
Right. Yeah, and it's if you go in at night, it is kind of open. I will say, pulling into a Walmart parking lot, if you can get there in the evening, that is the best time. Now, Gary, make sure you park so nobody can park in front of you and block you in, because that's what's happening if you stay there overnight.
Oh, I'm going to park my Jeep in front of me.
Oh, perfect. There you go. Now that's a plan I haven't tried before. I'm going to have to try that one.
Yeah, my son just pulled up behind me. I don't know if you can see him on the camera there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, Gary, I'm glad that you can be here. Can you please tell Miss Carol I said hi and let her know that we missed you? But I think we're going to let you go because you probably need to set up and probably.
Here, hang on 1 second. Say hi to my son.
All right.
Say hi.
How's it going?
Good. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we got to meet your sister. What's your name?
My name's Edwin Salo.
Oh, glad to meet you. Glad to meet you. Now you seem to do a better job than your dad with the camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see where you're at. Can you show everybody where you're at right now?
Yeah, we're just over by the Walmart over there.
Okay.
Set up here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just
Now
staying here.
what do you
staying here.
think of your dad camping in a Walmart parking lot?
You know what? It's you got to do what you got to do for convenience, right?
Absolutely. We all do it. We've all except for Don. Apparently we have to work on Don. Don hasn't done that before, but
Oh yeah.
well, thank you. It is great meeting you.
Yep, great meeting you too. Thanks for the talk.
All right.
All right, I'll let you go. Take care, guys.
Gary, so glad that you
Gary.
can be on. Say hi to Miss Carol. Glad to have the kids on. It was nice meeting them. You take care.
All right, bye
Hi,
now.
Gary.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can add. Don, where'd you? There you go. There you go. We are getting up at the top of the hour real quick. Let's see if we can catch up on the we finally kicked 2 RVs out from the Walmart here in Nebraska. They've been here over 2 months. Wow.
No,
Wow.
it's just sad.
Yeah, I don't think that was the intention of letting people stay overnight at the Walmarts, and that might be that's not good. Joe, the computer guy, we're glad to have you here, though. Miss Lamona, glad to have you here, and hopefully you are doing. She is down there in the heat belt down there of Las Vegas. So glad to have you here. Haven't seen you here in a while. Let's see, Mr. Richard Meek. He's already signing off. He knows what's coming up. He knows we're getting close to the end here. HC Carefree Highway also knows what's coming up. Have a good night and an uneventful week. We are getting to ready to wrap it up. Jim Bertrand, Miss Lamona, Joe, the computer guy. Next exit, we are going to be heading over to the coast tomorrow. Don, can you come over to the coast and join me on the coast?
I am on the coast.
You are. All you have to do is come down to come to a little bit further south, and you could meet up with us.
I'm probably about 600, or excuse me, I don't know, probably 400 or 500 miles north of you, but I'm on the coast.
Yeah, it's probably too far. You're way up there by Jim. You should probably go say hi to Jim. He's in Canada. It's like over across the block.
Unless I get stuck, they won't let me in.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna, if you're in the room, yeah, I'm not. No, Bob, don't even do that. I don't want to know. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this happen. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The X fired up. Have a good night. Oh my gosh. Jim and Sue. Oh my gosh. Hi everyone. Rather late than never. Glad to have you here. I don't know when's the last time Cosmic Mermaid and Starman had the last word of the night, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to them because they say it all right there. We're going to wrap this one up just about a minute and a half early, but I think we've wrapped it up. Don, will you stay after the live here and chat with me? All right.
Sure. I want to say goodbye to everybody and have a safe travel and safe week.
Yep, absolutely. Everybody out there, absolutely have a wonderful week. We will see you next week. I believe there's going to be sand, sun, and ocean in my future. I'm projecting. I think this is going to happen, so I want it to happen. But Miss Pearl. I was going to give Cosmic Mermaid and Starman. Then Miss Pearl says that. So I have to, there we go. And I don't think Miss Pearl's ever had the last word of the night. So we had just a little bit of time left. Glad to have you here. Good night, everybody. Safe travels. Live life full time. We will see you guys next week. and hopefully I'll get some videos done. That would be nice. GoPro Hero 9. Don, we can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, all. Have a good night. See you on down the road. All right.